Hello, my name is William Houston, Senior Vice President of Human Resources here at Spectra. As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank Chef Walters, Joyce, Nate, and Victor for their earlier contributions and for sharing their stories. I'd like to take this opportunity to also talk about diversity and inclusion and Spectra's commitment to making sure we're both a diverse and inclusive workplace. But I'd like to talk a little bit about what that actually means. Diversity, as I look at it, is really around workforce demographics and just making sure that we have people on our team who looks like the communities that we serve. Inclusion is making sure once we do have team members on board that they feel valued, respected, and that someone at work cares for them and that they feel developed and trained. That is Spectra's commitment to make sure all of our team members feel included and have a voice here at Spectra. So you may have heard in times past about our LEAD program, which is where we take 60 of our high performing managers and we put them through an eight-month training program to make sure they have all the tools and skills they need to move to the next level. What's exciting about the 2020 LEAD class is that there is actually a group within the LEAD cohort that is focusing specifically on improving our diversity and inclusion efforts here at Spectra. So an additional component of our inclusion strategy is around employee resource groups, or the term ERGs, which you may have heard. And those are groups that we put together of folks who have like interests. In November of 2019, we stood up our first employee resource group, which is Spectra's Women's Network. And that ERG is focusing on developing women within the company and helping them get prepared for the next level and next opportunity within Spectra. So that ongoing work will continue to be done around diversity and inclusion. In closing, I'd like the opportunity to talk about some fun facts and just really highlight some trailblazers who've made inventions in the hospitality space, and these are trailblazers of color. So the first I'd like to highlight is Jerry Lawson. You may have heard recently that we've made a decision to enter the esports space, and Jerry Lawson was one of the early inventors of the video game cartridge, and his work has obviously led to the huge popularity of video games. The second inventor I'd like to highlight is James West. James West in 1960 played an instrumental role in improving the microphone, making it more compact and more sensitive to allow the artists and the guests to have a better experience. So I'd like to highlight James West and his contribution in that arena as well. The next inventor I'd like to highlight is Frederick McKinley. In 1948, Mr. McKinley was responsible for developing the first refrigerated truck, making sure food can be transported and stays cool and safe over longer distances. So because of this invention, we now have the ability to serve high quality, the best food and products in our venues to make sure our clients have the best experience. And last but not least, George Crumb, who developed by accident the potato chip in 1853. So that is by far one of my most favorite foods. And I want to thank Mr. Crumb for his contribution to the hospitality space and to making sure that we have flavorful snacks. So in closing, thank you, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the future.